Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on euro currency. So mostly the same picture you could see on the dollar index, on Great British pound. So once again, the market has confirmed that if technically it stands bullish and keeps bullish signs, whatever you think about the overall performance on intraday charts or in general on the daily chart, if you do not like this performance, you could not take the opposite position. But do not argue with the technical background and do not try to take position until this context is still valid. So once again, on euro currency, we see that despite that on the intraday charts, price action looks choppy, no signs of the thrusting action in general. It could be seen even better on the Great British pound. But context remains bullish, and yesterday we've got relatively significant bullish action. Currently, speaking about this background, I would say that context is still bullish because trend is bullish. Grabber that we have hasn't quite reached the target because the target of this grabber is taken out of this top, and this hasn't happened. On the Great British pound, if you take a look, activity is rising. So here is a bit stronger performance compared to what we saw in the previous few sessions. So these both patterns are still valid. I keep the shape of the butterfly, but as you understand, they are opposite, grabber and the butterfly. Although still technically it could survive if, for example, grabber will just take it out of this top, but will keep this one. In this case, formally butterfly should remain intact, but here will be a different question, whether it will be the shape of a butterfly in this case. So anyway, with this upper prediction, the chances that we get to this pattern is dropping. So currently this shape is still could be considered, but as market will keep going higher, is less chances that we'll get definitely the butterfly. So, but currently the most important thing is right there. So we consider some finally after this time, Great British pound also shows some upper prediction. Now let's take a look at the other markets as we usually do. Here is a collapse on the 10-year bonds. You can see that 466, this is 10-year. It's also dropped, which is is a negative factor for the United States dollar and support of euro appreciation. And on the dollar index, you could see the same, absolutely same performance as on the euro. So grabbers are still valid. This spike, which is forming the graveyard doji, hasn't cancelled the grabbers just because we do not have close above the top of the grabbers. Yes, spike has happened, but close was below the tops of the grabbers. Formally, these grabbers are still valid. At least that, according to the Jordan-Napoli approach. And on the euro currency, if we take a look at the lower time frames, so for instance on the 4 time frame chart, we still have the divergence, which also suggests taking out of this top, the same on the grabber. And in the current circumstances, we will see what will happen, how overall upper direction will develop. But just theoretically, I'm not telling right now that this definitely will happen, but theoretically, this butterfly could appear on the market with the target around 10770. Why this is interesting is just because if we'll take a look at the daily chart, you will see that 10770 is precisely around confluence. XOP here stands slightly higher, but this is confluence area. And another interest, if you're watching our weekly reports, you probably know what we said about technical picture on the weekly chart. We're considering probable bread bottom sell on the euro currency because we have great downside thrust. This will be upper direction right to the 30% resistance, which is 10764, and potentially that might be the background for bread bottom sell on the weekly chart. In this case, the pullback will be the 618 support of the whole upper direction, which is not small even for the daily chart. It's around 10550, just approximately. So as you can see, potentially situation on the euro currency seems really great. So a lot of patterns might be formed. Now, if we'll take a look at the hourly chart, take a look what's happening here. Market starts retracement. In the beginning, it was looking really a bit scary. This was really sharp reversal in the same manner as this one. But later you can see it slowed down. Of course, today everybody will be watching for payrolls. Especially they will be positive. And as the Jerome Powell gave a clear hint that probably Fed hardly will change the rate anytime soon, including the December meeting. So in this case, maybe it could happen that market could show a bit deep retracement, because as you could see here, minor grabber has been formed. Here, shape of the retracement is very tricky, so we don't have any clear patterns. I'm just trying to use everything that I have here, and potentially it might be, sorry, this is already not the C point. C point will be right there, just because it's just above this one, right? So we have grabber at the C point, and here's some kind of the ABCD pattern, some kind of Gartley's triplets to sell, minor pattern. Here's slow down compared to this leg. And well, at least we could try to watch for a COP. I'm not sure that's where it makes sense to consider ABCD OP around 105.75. Although if there really will be some drastic change in the payrolls, it might happen. But at this point, the probably COP, it will be some conservative solution. It's around nearest support 106.09, it's 105.98. So around 106 area, this might be considering the level where theoretically we could consider taking a long position. At the same time, guys, to be honest, I'm not sure that definitely will happen, because market already has tested 30%. Whether this grabber will work or not, it's difficult to say right now. So we will see. But if it works, well, this is the level that we could try to consider. So just avoid this type of action. So we could see this collapse. Of course, it's not the point for taking the long position. The retracement should be gradual and slow. So that's what we see currently on the euro currency.